The Coin Lady channel is pleased to have you back. Dear everyone, $100 million has been proposed as a settlement between Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, in relation to the XRP case. In contrast to the instance regarding Terraform Labs, Ripple claims that the SEC's requested amounts are too high. The plea to dismiss the prosecution against Ripple officials made by the Securities and Exchange Commission was denied by Court Judge Torres. Ripple has recently received a letter regarding the Terraform Labs consent judgment, and the Securities and Exchange Commission has now addressed this substantial event. A substantial compensation amount of $100 million could be requested by the Securities and Exchange Commission in response, suggesting that the continuing legal dispute regarding XRP's status could be resolved. In response to Ripple's letter about the Terraform Labs consent judgment, the SEC has apparently requested a settlement of $100 million XRP. Ripple has been vocal in its criticism of the SEC for what it feels are excessive punishments. According to the blockchain industry, in October of 2023, the SEC levied a fine on Terraform Labs, but the amount at issue was just 1.27%. Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, two executives of Ripple, were the subjects of a motion by the Securities and Exchange Commission to dismiss their lawsuit. The trajectory of the continuing discussion was altered by this. It was thought that this may be a chance for Ripple and the regulating body to talk about possible remedies sometime in the future. Nonetheless, the SEC's request was rejected by Judge Torres. An accusation of unfairness in the SEC, together with its notification of additional jurisdiction, clearly denounces the SEC Commission for allegedly being prejudiced and seeking excessive penalties. In bringing attention to what it claims is an unfair enforcement approach by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the company draws attention to the substantial difference in treatment between its case and that of Terraform Labs. Using crypto assets securities including an algorithmic stablecoin and other crypto assets, the SEC has already levied charges against Terraform Labs and Do Young Kwon, charging them of financial fraud. The latest statement from the SEC points to a possible settlement that could end the long legal battle between Ripple and the SEC. This would clarify XRP's regulatory status and pave the way for similar cases in the future involving crypto assets as a security. The combination of the two entities could have far-reaching consequences for the cryptocurrency market. Speculation surrounds the potential effects of this litigation on XRP's value and legitimacy going forward. If you want to know what the experts think about Ripple and XRP and how they see the future of the cryptocurrency, you should keep reading. According to YouTuber and XRP specialist Moon Lumbo, XRP's price can go up after the SEC dispute is settled. In contrast, he argues that, since XRP has long been subject to legal certainty, such a price increase would be logical. With this much certainty, it's safe to say that regular coin holders won't be very affected by the outcome of the lawsuit. Once the dispute between the SEC and Ripple is resolved, I won't say that the price of XRP won't go up. My sole point is that XRP has had complete legal clarity for almost a year, thus anything like that happening would be completely absurd. The typical individual using XRP will be unaffected by the lawsuit's verdict. Also an informed person who is known as based on the results of the crypto poll, it appears that Ripple will not be able to sell XRP legally until they pay any fines that may have been levied for doing so. Additionally, in order to ensure that Ripple follows the rules, he suggests that the court prohibit the sale of its escrowed XRP. The legal status of XRP as a non-security should prevent Ripple from selling its escrow account until the company pays the fees associated with selling unregistered securities. Advice from a seasoned expert in the field, Moon Lumbo disagrees with the other opinion and points out that XRP has already been acknowledged is not a security, which gives Ripple a clear legal position, especially because a judge had already authorized the sale of XRP over a year ago. The idea that the SEC should intervene to stop Ripple from selling the XRP it owned is unreasonable, in his opinion. San Francisco-based cryptocurrency company Ripple is reportedly nearing a settlement with the SEC over a massive legal dispute. The SEC has claimed that Ripple's XRP transactions constitute unregistered securities offers, and the SFC is pursuing fines totaling $2 billion. Reacting to a previous verdict by a U.S. district judge, who found that Ripple's XRP sales to wealthy investors totaling $728 million were unlawful, Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz emphasized the company's global resilience. Regardless of these issues, he highlighted Ripple's strategic advantage, which is the company's present global expansion, due to the fact that it is easier to comply with rules in nations other than the United States. Whatever the situation may be, XRP and the cryptocurrency industry at large will be forever changed when the SEC resolves Ripple's legal battle over the amount of punishment it is seeking. The Terraform Labs settlement served as a benchmark for Ripple Labs. Ripple claims that the company's proposed $10 million payment should not be higher than the $2 billion fine requested by the SEC. The price of XRP had a sharp fall after a new document was filed that included the ongoing dispute between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Our best estimates put Thursday's XRP pricing at 0.4 EPOR, a 3% dip. James K. Fillet, Ripple's defense attorney, recently revealed previously secret material in a court document that Ripple submitted for the SEC litigation. Ripple has filed a notice of additional authority mentioning the settlement in the SEC against Terraform Labs case, which was recently resolved. The Ripple cryptocurrency initiative is distinct from this issue, but the Ripple team insists it is still relevant. This is the approach taken by the SEC when dealing with civil penalties. In the Terraform Labs case, it is where most of the arguments stem from. The SEC levied a fine that amounted to about 1.7% of the defendant's total gross income. In contrast, he observes that similar instances typically result in penalties ranging from 0.6 to 1.8 as sought by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Furthermore, unlike Terraform Labs, Ripple stresses that there are no allegations of fraud in their case. However, the business argues that a more low punishment would be justified because neither investors nor XRP have suffered substantial losses. The video ends there. Support my channel with a like and a subscription. Muchas gracias, depart.